Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. Before we get started today with today's video, I do want to just talk about a little upgrade that I have. I bought a new phone, so I've got a new cell phone. It's recording at higher resolution and whatnot. So now I'm taking my old phone and I'm using it as I'm using the audio app, and I'm syncing the audio and the video together, and so I'm now free to just walk around. Instead of being tied to my one little space right here, my lapels mic is here, I can walk around and do the thing. So, I can walk. It's a nice little phenomenon. I can walk over here and still talk to you, and the audio is exactly the same. Today's video is actually going to be the final stage of this kitchen renovation project that I've had going on. I'm going to tell the story one more time, but we did a kitchen renovation. As a matter of fact, I'll take you over here. As you can see here, we renovated our kitchen. We took all of the doors down and we repainted all of this with enamel, and it's working really well for us. So we put trim up here, took all the doors down, took it all down, but that's the reason I'm showing you this is because I took all of these doors and repurposed them. As a matter of fact, I took most of them and cut them to size and then used them as paint panels. And so that's what we've been painting on for these last several paintings is the cabinet doors. As you can see, they're finished. They're complete. I've shown you the process of painting my Boba Fett. I've shown you the process of painting my Darth Vader. And here is the final one in the entire project. And now I'm about to show you the process of me making this one. Let's do it. I start this painting the same way I started the other two, with a good coat of paint, with a good background, something to kind of give me something to start with. And that's this moon. This moon. And once I get a couple of coats on that, I'm going to take and put the ship on here. Again, something to solidify what this painting is, something that represents the character and his ship. So I trace his ship onto the panel with my graphite, with my sheet of paper, and it transfers over really well. It's a really cool process, and I like it a lot, actually. And transferring, so I have this, I'm just going to let you watch me do things in my studio. Be weird. Diving into the painting, I do the same thing almost every single time. So I take it and I get a good flat base coat of whatever color it is that I want to work with, the mid-tone, whatever color. And I typically work with like 3 to 5 different shades, different values of the same color. And so I work with that mid-tone first, and then I throw some shadows in there, and then I throw in some highlights, and then I throw in the lighter tone, and then a highlight on top of that, or sink something really, really deep into the shadow, something of that nature. But I ended up getting the ship done. It's not perfect. It's not great. I struggled with it, but it's not the point of the painting, so we're not going to worry about it too much. We're just going to let it be. It's not perfect. Putting a little bit more stress onto this process. Again, the same thing. Tracing the panel, tracing it onto the panel, getting the whole thing done, getting it set up. And as a matter of fact, I don't show a whole lot of this, but there's a lot of effort that goes into this part of the painting. It has to be just the right size. You know what I mean? So it has to be. I gotta make sure and print it off several different times and make sure the head, like Mandalorian's helmet, is the right size in comparison to the other two, and everything's positioned in the right way. So there's a lot involved, but and of course I didn't show that. But anyway, with Yoda, Baby Yoda, honestly, this one is my least favorite part of any of the paintings is Baby Yoda himself. Maybe I'm just being too hard on myself, but if the painting was all about Yoda, Baby Yoda, I would have definitely started this painting over. But it's not really about him. It's more about the Mandalorian. It kind of ties in with the other two. So we're gonna just leave it alone, and then we're gonna run with Mando and those armor on him, and actually I really did like the way his armor turned out. It looked really good. That cel-shaded style that I like, that Dragon Ball kind of look to it, you know what I mean? It's super duper nice. I love it a lot. It's easily my favorite way to color, to paint. I have here the 3 paintings that I finished. They all work really well together. The only little issue that I'm having is that the paints are different, like finishes. I got some that's really shiny, some that are matte, some that are satin, and they're just kind of all over the place, and I want it to be kind of all uniform. And like, for example, just look, if I can portray this, see how shiny Vader is? And then the rest of it's matte here, except for up here is shiny. Matte, just different. It's all over the place. And the same thing with this one. It's not as apparent. But regardless, I want to make it all uniform. I want it to be pretty much the same all the way across the board. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this chalky finish sealing wax here. It's wax made for furniture, but I think it'll work just fine with what I have here. And I think there's only one way to figure it out, is to coat it all and see. Let's see what happens here. So you got this. We're just gonna give it a nice thin layer of wax. And this is made mostly for chalk paint. So if you do chalk painting on furniture, you turn around and do this on the furniture and it makes it really nice. I don't see where it'll hurt it though here. Let's see, is it, yeah, look at that. It's starting to be nice and uniform already. Got a little shine to it, but let's see. Now I'm gonna just take it to the table here. I'm gonna finish this up. And I'm doing it this way because, honestly, if you go to the art store and you buy a clear coat specifically for art, it's ridiculously expensive. I don't know exactly how much, but it only comes in a little bottle like this, and it'll get you like, mine lasted 3 paintings, I believe. I painted 3 different paintings, and then the bottle was gone, and it was way more expensive than this here. And just from that one layer, let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. It's got a good sheen to it, but now it's more uniform. Oh yes. Perfect. All right, I am going to take the time to do all 3 of these, but that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this whole trilogy, this like little series of project. This was a lot of fun, actually. This little plywood project here. It was super fun. So if you enjoyed, subscribe. If you liked the video, like the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.